now I'll hand it over to Emily.
Thank you
thanks
so much, Andrew. I really appreciate that. I'm just going to share some slides that I prepared with for everybody. So bear with me one second. Okay. So we've all seen a lot of pictures of Caño Palma these days, and I know this view, which would play if I could get it to play, is very familiar to all of us who have spent any time at the station. Brings back lots of memories, whether it's visiting for the first time or coming back after a long survey and thinking, oh, finally a cold shower, what I always wanted. And, even for those whose sole purpose coming to the station was to see sea turtles and work with sea turtles, certainly people learned a lot about the other projects that we have going on at the station. So from plant phenology to shorebird surveys to all these other pictures that you can't see because my animation got messed up. These surveys are crucial for learning about the environment and for documenting really important trends. So what we like to say is that we have a lot of great baseline data, and Kim spoke to these projects and Andrew spoke to the importance of these projects. And so they're really integral to understand what is in the environment that we have around the station and how is that changing over time, and both for an academic purpose and for real conservation and management practices. So for example, we have lots of great baseline data. Oh, I was gonna make a joke about learning the word perro when you come down to the station and do a mammal survey. It's a good tribute to orejas. So for example, we have baseline data and we can see how caiman populations of different age classes fluctuate over time. Likewise, we can, with our data sets, can look at how animals fluctuate over a season. So here we see that there are fluctuations in great green macaw abundances. These projects are really great not only to document and understand what's in this really biodiverse and amazing environment, but they're also really wonderful training opportunities for students and interns who visit the station. People learn all kinds of different sampling methods like Kim alluded to earlier. And a lot of folks take what they learned from the station and they apply it to their master's work or their PhD work, and they take it with them and they're able to teach others about that at the same time. So in addition to providing these amazing training opportunities for the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of folks that come through the station, save for last year, we only had a couple folks coming through the station. They're also important for science, for understanding what's happening in these places, and for management, as I said. So anybody that's been on a caiman survey, or maybe you think of it as a night bird survey like I often did, we thank you, because with those data, the former other research coordinator and Manuel and I were able to publish a paper on the abundance of spectacled caiman in our canal. And we have a population estimate. And so now other researchers in other places can use that information to inform their work. We can use that information to inform our future work as we continue to do caiman surveys. And we can talk to folks in the Ministry of Environment and other people involved in management. We can tell them about these results, and we can use those to best manage natural resources and tourism in the area. Similarly to all of you who went on our famous mammal surveys and probably got to see a lot of great things and probably stared at a lot of mud, wondering what the heck was going on. We thank you as well, because again, when I was down at the station, Luis, Manuel, and I decided to bring all of that data together and publish another paper on, as Andrew mentioned earlier, about the large mammal community composition in the region. And again, this is really crucial. We communicate with the Ministry of Environment folks that work in Tortuguero and the surrounding regions to explain to them what we're seeing, why we're seeing it, and perhaps share with them some knowledge and some information that's going to facilitate management that then best conserves and protects our biodiversity. And I want to stress that fundraisers like this one are really important to maintaining our research program. These surveys, while fairly simplistic, and fortunately, they're easy to do without too much gear. They do require functional GPS devices and binoculars and transect tapes. And this kind of event helps us immensely to meet the goals that we have to maintain our kit as it is, to provide the best learning and training experience for interns and volunteers, and to collect the highest quality data possible. So in addition to these long-term research projects, which we use as teaching tools and communication tools, we have, pardon my lack of PowerPoint finesse. We have had a slew of other papers come out. I saw that Tom Verstraeten is here with us today. He was crucial in collecting data for a paper on strawberry dart frogs. I also collected a whole bunch of data on ants. I know there are a few interns around here who helped me collect ants and avoid getting stung at all costs because I'm allergic to them. In addition to those things that staff have done, we've also invited and hosted a slew of other researchers who have carried out either their master's or PhD research, or just, professors that want a new field site. And several papers have come out stemming from research done at Canyo Palma. So this increases the awareness of the tropical biology field, of the existence of our field station, and it really contributes hugely to the body of scientific knowledge. And as we all know, Canyo Palma is a place that's still full of all kinds of beautiful biological mysteries that we can continue to explore forever. It's a really special place. It provides resources and a place to stay for all kinds of researchers and students to take advantage of its amazing location. There's no shortage of awesome biological, ecological questions to ask. So I, for one, look very much forward to working with the research coordinator, present and future, to work on beefing up our research program and getting as many cool papers out and training opportunities as possible, and helping Canyo Palma play its important role in the field of tropical biology and conservation and management in our little corner of Costa Rica. And of course, I want to thank everybody for listening to me for a few minutes, and also for your attendance at this event, and of course, for any and all of your donations, whether it's time or monetary. It's greatly appreciated by all of us from the board of COTRIC and Canyo Palma.